Good morning, Trisha.
Good morning, Maxine.
You're supposed to drink after you do that.
Okay, sorry.
That's for good luck.
It's for good luck. Well, if there was like some Kahlua in there, I might have been more attacking.
Yeah, me too. I like Kahlua.
Mm-hmm.
I used to drink Kahlua and cream. Very fattening.
Yes.
But tastes good.
Yes.
I like to drink, but I don't really like a lot of things. I don't like the taste of alcoholic stuff. So I like sweet stuff. So I like Kahlua, I like cream de mint, and things like that. But they're so fattening.
Yes.
So I stick to wine, but I get like wussy wine. I get I order White Zinfandel, and waiters look at me like, we don't serve, in the better restaurants, we don't serve White Zinfandel. All right, I bring my own. When I'm home, I drink peach wine, which is really wussy, but it tastes good. Tastes like peach.
I had a friend that every time we went to a restaurant, he'd bring his own bottle.
Yeah, you mostly can't do that.
They charge you a corking fee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something. But where I am, no. I mean, the restaurant.
Well, he lived in Delray or Boca, somewhere over in that same area.
Well, I went to when Jordan had gotten married. I took, we didn't really have a party, but I wanted to. He was in Spain, so I wanted to celebrate, a little bit when they came to New York. So I invited Yvette and her family to, fancy restaurant in New York. And I had like a special bottle of champagne that I wanted to open. And I called the restaurant and I asked them, would it be okay? And they said, absolutely not.
Really?
Yeah. So no corking fee, no nothing. You want to buy, you have to buy it here. So I bought, a bottle of good champagne. And that was like a wedding. I mean, by the time we were done, they were just bringing everybody out dishes. Like, I don't think we ordered these.
They know you'll pay for it. They're okay.
Yeah.
So anything else going on in your world?
No, nothing. We've been working so much. I really haven't been keeping up with the news. So I just actually heard last night about Kate Middleton. I thought that was terrible.
You're only 3 or 4 days late, honey.
I know, but we've been working until 2:00 in the morning every night.
Yeah, so it is so sad with her.
It is so sad. I mean, and for her and Charles to get cancer at the same time.
Yeah.
That is really strange.
I mean, Charles, no offense, King Charles, but he's old. Now with her, it's like, oh my gosh, she's got these sweet little children and she's a mom. And they at least portray her like a very sweet, caring
she's
person,
Yeah, she's a very royal person. She's perfect for her part. He married the perfect person for him. She seems very even-tempered. I
wish that, my children are all grown up and I still can't look that put together every day.
No. No, she's beautiful.
She is.
She's
gorgeous.
Beautiful. She's skinny. Yeah, I feel really terrible, especially with poor, what's her husband's name, William?
Who cares?
Yeah.
He doesn't matter. He's just going to be the king.
Yeah. But he went through, as a young boy, his mom dying.
Yeah.
So, this has to be extremely scary for him.
Yeah.
And they have 3 little children. So I just, I hope everything will be okay for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's at least better than, I don't even think it's better. I mean, there were so many conspiracy things going on online. And what did you think happened to her?
I wasn't really sure because they kept saying no, there were conspiracy theories that she had cancer. And then, she released those photos, which was really silly because they know that everything that they do is scrutinized. So if you're going to Photoshop a photo, that there's tells. And, that only made the conspiracy theories worse.
Right.
So everything that they did to try and stop conspiracy theories, they made worse. So then everybody was really wondering. At first, I just thought, she had, some type of procedure and everybody was making a big deal about it. But once the Photoshop photos were coming out and then he was seen after a while, they had to like show her. So he was seen walking with her somewhere for the first time. And I saw her face and that did not look like her.
All right.
So there were all kinds of theories that this was a lookalike.
Oh, I'm sure they have lookalikes. Every famous person that I know has a lookalike. Of course, I don't know very many famous people.
Yeah. Well, I've known some famous people, but none had lookalikes. So that was back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah. With me, I like rock stars. So.
Oh, of course. Yes, you are a flower child.
I was a flower child. I was an original hippie. I was a hippie long before it had a name.
Before it was fashionable?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't fashionable.
That's true.
So I was always the odd duck. But, I had like really long straight hair, but that was because my mother never took me to have my hair cut. And
I cut my own.
Oh.
My mom would cut it, and one time when I was like 10, she cut it too short, and I cried for days because I thought I looked like my brother. And so I never let her touch it again.
But we had a poodle, and my father went out and he bought like a grooming, hair cutting set, razor and everything. And he was gonna trim the poodle himself, but he didn't want to ruin the dog. So he decided to practice on my brother. And it's a good thing he did because we really didn't want to ruin the dog. So my brother had like a stripe down his head.
Oh, the things us parents do.
Priorities, priorities.
Yes.
We don't care what the brother looks like, but the dog. So the dog got groomed from a professional.
So did he ever figure it out how to groom the dog?
No, he ruined my brother. So too late to stop him. Yeah. My parents were a little off the wall. Fortunately, they never tried to cut my hair. So they just let me be. Yeah. And I just became, I guess, a hippie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I lived in New Jersey and that really wasn't quite the thing in New Jersey. And I didn't really know, I mean, kids made fun of me because of my clothes and my hair and everything. But, and because I was so skinny and I had no boobs. And so I decided to go to California. And I drove into California. And the first thing, some guy gave me the peace sign. And I was like, oh my God, really, peace to you too. I was like, this is so nice.
They're friendly here in California.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden they had Twiggy. Twiggy came out and she was really skinny and she had no boobs. And, so no boobs were in. I never wanted boobs. I had no use for them. You weigh less too. So when you weigh yourself, I figure these boobs are like 5 pounds each. You're an extra 10 pounds. So even now I don't have much, but they just keep getting lower. There's not much there. They just keep changing, like they used to be up here. I could rest my head on them. But now I have to get them out of the way to put a belt on.
I still do that when I'm drinking.
I could still wear a training bra. I don't even think they make them anymore, but I don't know, these women, I can't wear the bras with the wires. That is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
These poor women, the things they have to do. This is probably why I'm not married. That and that I don't cook or clean or really do anything.
when I lived in Boca, I had a friend. I went to their house, and I was chatting with her husband, and they'd lived in this house for probably 18 months. And he goes, the phone is, in the kitchen next to the stove, so she can call for takeout. And she never used the stove. And apparently they'd been in the house for a year, and she decided to make cookies, and she preheated the oven. And there was a smell of plastic because she never opened the oven, and all the stuff was still packaged in there.
Yeah, now I cook for my puppy. So, I never cooked for my husbands, but they had 2 arms, so they could cook themselves. But my poor little doggy, she just has little tiny legs. So I do all her cooking. She likes chicken. Yep. Moochie is hidden somewhere in everything we do.
And sometimes not so obviously hidden.
Yeah, that's true.
She's so cute. I can't hide her. She just pops out.
She does pop. She's sleeping on my feet.
Yeah. Can I borrow her? It's cold outside.
No.
I woke up to 20 degrees.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I couldn't live like that. That's why I'm in Florida.
Yeah, but I don't go outside to walk the dog. So I just stay inside and go out once a week to the grocery store.
I am always cold. I mean, I am here. It's 80 degrees outside. I am wearing a sweater, a long sleeve t-shirt, a pair of sweatpants. I'm bundled up. I have a jacket on, and I walk outside, and my neighbor has a tank top and short shorts, and she's going to the pool.
Yep.
Yeah, so
You know, when I lived in Florida, I always had a sweater because every building was freezing.
Yeah.
It's just
well here, yeah.
My friends were in California and they're like, isn't it just too hot in Florida? And I didn't know it's freaking cold. I have to take a sweater everywhere I go. And they're like, what? Yeah, because it's cold in these buildings.
Yeah, it is. Well, my first husband told me that I was a cold person. So that was the only thing he was ever right about. But I think he meant it in a different way.
Yep. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. But I would rather be cold than be him.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Maxine. We'll see you later.
Peach wine in the morning.
That's great.
Okay, I have to go to bed now.